Can I get my money back? We don't have any return policy. There's no refunds. I said, man, you freaking scammed me. You came to my car when I was leaving. I went with my best judgment. I said, nah, I don't like it. But you baited me in with saying, oh, it's a black business. And I'm seeing that this woman, she's like 45 years old, black lady. I said, freak it. I'm going to go on my way and get a P.O. box that's kind of out of the way. And I don't like the location. I don't like the parking lot small. And I don't like that the place is small and the lines were long. But I still said, I'll deal with it because she's black. Never again, bro. Until I see otherwise, this is where I am. I have frequented and spent money and have experienced way too many black businesses and had bad experiences to think otherwise.
This is going to be a rather serious video. You know, YouTube is a platform to voice your opinions. And there is something I have been wanting to talk about for a while, but I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. But at this point, I just don't really care. You know, these are my experiences. And yes, I want to talk about them because it cannot only just be happening to me. So if you're sensitive, then you probably should click off right now. But I'm not going to pull any punches, okay? So if you're brave enough to listen, let's get on with it. First of all, I want to say I live in a small town. And, you know, the stereotypes about small towns are that there is racism. In my case, I don't really have any problems with white people. It's always been my own kind. Why is that? Why is that?
This woman right here is 64 years old, and she's just finding out that black customer service and most of the time business owners and businesses are trash.
And I'm going to give you several examples, and you tell me whether it's something in my mind and I'm imagining it, or whether there is a problem here. Now, just as you see me now, this is how I usually look when I go out, unless I'm wearing my hair natural or unless I'm going straight for work. Then I got a little strappy shirt, you know, and some Wolverine steel-toe shoes. But for the most part, how you see me on camera is kind of what I look like when I'm out and about. The way I speak to you on camera is the way I speak to people when I'm out and about. So explain to me why I keep running into African American women whose job it is for customer service to, for some reason, can't find it in their soul to at least even be civil to me. I was in line at the grocery store, and when I pulled up in the 10 item or less line, there was nobody there. And I'm like, whoa, I got lucky. Now on the other side was a self-service counter, and there was a man there, and he was having problems, and there was a woman behind him. When I get into this line, there's nobody there. And like I said, whoa, I got lucky. And there's an African-American lady at the cashier. She's turned around talking to her coworker. So when she turns back around, I'm standing there. My little 6 items are on the counter, and she physically jumped. I swear to God, she went. And I thought, is there something in my hair? Is there something in my teeth? You know, what happened here? She looks over at the woman behind the man at the next cashier over, self-service, and she goes, ma'am, if you want to, you can come over here. And I'm standing there going, do you not see me standing here? Do you not see my items on the counter? And so the woman that she was speaking to was a white lady. At this point, the level of disrespect is off the charts. Even the white lady was shocked. She goes, no, that lady's already there. Now, the way I see it is this. Had you not been talking to your coworker, had you actually been paying attention to what was going on, you would have saw that the gentleman had problems and somebody had to come help him. You would have saw that the lady behind him was waiting patiently. You could have just said, ma'am, come over here before I got in line. Before I got in line. So thankfully, the white lady was very gracious and she goes, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm fine. So then the cashier proceeds to ring me up. And one of the bags I bought, because I bought some crab legs, right? So I'm keeping an eye on that bag. She doesn't give me. And I said, "Oh, is that my bag?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah, here." She then gets my change and my receipt and turns back around to her coworker with my change and my receipt still in her hand. Now, mind you, her hand wasn't stretched out towards me, it was here. And she's turned around like this. And there is nothing I can do but stand there and go. And eventually she turns back around and she goes, "Oh, here." Now, I, you know what? I you're going to get a video if you haven't already gotten it about how I was brought up. And we were brought up to be polite to people, to be nice to people until they show you a side of them that they don't deserve that. So when someone is just for no reason impolite to me, I'm usually at a loss of even one, to process it, and two, even to figure out what to do about it. So, I took my money and my receipt and I left. But that stayed with me and it bothered me. Another example, we have a grocery store that's family owned. At least I think it's family owned. I've always considered it family owned. Um, and recently, within the last 6 months, they hired an African American to work there. And I went, "Oh, they hired a black person. That's nice." So one day I proceeded to ask her a question. And this is back when I was using my cane. And I thought I would ask her. I said, "Do you know if you have this in the store brand?" That way, if she could tell me yes or no, and I wouldn't have to walk all the way back there just to find out for myself. And so she goes, "I don't know. But if we have it, it's back there." It's okay if you don't know. I don't have a problem with you not knowing. But there had to be a better way to say it than that. And then about 6 weeks, 8 weeks later, they hired another African American woman. Now there's two. And I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, we're on a roll here." So I get in her line. Now I always carry my own insulated grocery because it was a lot of work for me to try to get all of my groceries up the steps to my second floor apartment in one go. So I always took an insulated bag for my cold stuff. So that bag would go in the house with me right away. And then later I would come down for the other things. I just needed to take a break before I just went straight back down there, okay? And so I told her I had a bag. And she looked a little perturbed about that. Now, the other white ladies who worked there never had a problem with me handing them my bag. They saw I had a cake. They never had a problem with it. So she starts throwing my stuff in the bag, not even packing it. Now, mind you, I used to work at a Giant/Martin's years ago, so I know how a grocery bag is supposed to be packed. It's a little bit of Tetris, okay? But she just threw it all in there, and then there was one item left over that she couldn't get in the bag. Now, me personally, I would have said, "Look, I can't get this item in with your cold stuff, so I'm going to put it in a separate bag. That way, it's one more cold item, and then you can, deal with it however you have to." Not a problem. That's okay. That works. Not this lady. She throws that one cold item in the bottom of the bag, and then she proceeds to put a bag of noodles, a can of beef broth, a loaf of bread, and some dog treats on top of it. Now, had I not seen her do this, there is a good possibility I would not have realized there was something cold in the bottom of that bag, and it may have gotten left in the trunk for several hours before I made a second trip down. So when I saw her do it, I said, "Is that a cold item?" In the meantime, she's still putting stuff in that bag, and she goes, "Yeah, why?" I said, "Well, normally you put cold stuff separately." She goes, "And?" I swear to God on the Bible, this is what she said to me. And at that point, I just said, "Don't say nothing else. Just make a note that it's in that bag, and when you get to the truck, rearrange your cold bag and squeeze it in there." And after that, she just continued to finish ringing up my stuff. She handed me my receipt and never said thank you, have a good day, nothing. Just walked away from the cashier. She basically dismissed me. Now, You know, originally I thought, well, maybe she didn't like having to pack a bag. But you know what? When I worked at the grocery store, a lot of people brought their own insulated bags. And because of the way their checkout counter is organized, you can't really pack that bag yourself. Usually when I go to a grocery store and if they have that big space at the bottom, I'll just say, you know what, just throw it down there, I'll pack it myself. But that's not how their checkout system is set up. So I really couldn't do that. And I'm thinking, but there was no reason to get that smart with me. Now, and I will tell you, I did not complain to the management. A lot of people would have. I didn't. I just didn't want any problems. But from that moment on, when I went into the store, I asked neither one of them anything. Even if it was their job to be helpful, I asked them no questions, and I never got in either one of their lines again. Now, I noticed in the last month, neither one of those women are there. And you know what? Good riddance to them. But what I want to know is, why would you hire people with this type of attitude? Now, maybe it's a low paying job, but I know Martin's isn't. Martin's paid good when I was there 30 years ago. So I know it's not a low paying job. What is the problem with certain personalities of Black women? What is the problem? Now, you know what? I'm not loud. I'm not obnoxious. I'm not asking for special treatment. I don't understand what the problem is. Why are
I'm
some
gonna go ahead and
African
give you guys
American
some
women
context.
so
I'm gonna give you context. You in the chat, Keon, you saying she's 22. This is probably just a young girl. Two Black women, they got fired. They were in their 40s. Bad customer service from women in their 40s doing an entry-level cashier job. That's a whole lifetime of bad manners. You still don't know? And that's what she's saying. She's getting her wake-up call in the real way. Like, because a lot of people cap for, oh, man, no. There's bro, me personally, I seek out anybody else other than a Black person when I go to Target or Walmart, if possible, or anywhere, bro. Because the customer service you get from your own people is trash, bro. They won't go the extra mile. They won't go the first mile. To ask them to do something is they make you feel like you're burdening them, you're bugging them when this is actually their job, bro. I've had cashier experiences, same as this woman did. I've went out my way to frequent Black businesses only to get terrible customer service, bro. And this is from the businesses and it's from the business owners that work there, bro. When people say Black, I'm going through a nightmare story right now with my new P.O. box. This woman, I went there, long story short, I went there, I saw I was too busy and it's in a bad location. I said, never mind, because I was in line trying to open up a new P.O. box and I was in line for over 5 minutes and nobody said nothing to me. I said, all right, I don't like this place anymore, I'm leaving. She saw me leave. She said, hey, what's wrong? I said, oh yeah. One of the guys said that I would need 2 IDs when I was in line. He said, he asked me, I'm here to open an account. He was like, okay, just please wait. You're gonna need 2 IDs to open. I said, oh, okay, I ain't got no 2 IDs. So he said, okay, we'll get to it when you get up here. So I said, forget, I'm not gonna wait to get up to the front for you to just say 2. I left. She said, why? I said, it's busy. The parking lot is small. It was a long way. I don't like it. She was like, no. She said, no, come on. We got to get you in here. 2 IDs. Don't worry about that. We got you. Because I had a credit card. I had a debit card. I had my health insurance. I had an ID. I'm not going to give you a California ID and I need a passport to open a P.O. box. Get the heck out of here. That's bull. So she was like, no, I got it. She said, this is my business. It's Black owned. I said, it's Black owned. You an owner? She said, yep, we got to look at. I said, all right. Went in there, waited in line. And that was where my new P.O. box location was. You guys know, 3933 Sepulveda Boulevard, the UPS store. I'm changing it, by the way. Very first product that a company sent me for review. They said it was delivered. I went and showed up. The first delivery. I'm here to pick up my package. What's the name? I said it would be my name or it would say Jody's Corner. Oh, okay. 5 minutes go by. We can't find it. You sure it's another name? I said, no. And she was like, yeah, it's not here. I said, but the company said it was delivered yesterday. Oh, okay. They went over there to the section, a pile of packages looking. It's not here. So now what do? The United States Postal Service they scanned it in and left it here, but you don't have it. They lost the package. I leave. I get all the way home. I get a call. Oh, we found your package. I said, y'all found my package? So it was there. Yeah, but it was under a different name. I said, what do you mean it was under a different name? What did the name say? It said Jody's Corner on it. I said when I came here that it would be under Joseph Sparks or Jody's Corner. See, they said, yeah, but it has to be on the name that's on your ID or we won't give it to you because we don't know. Somebody else could have sent it. I said, I have a YouTube channel and people send stuff from everywhere with different names. So you said there was, so when I showed up, it was in a different pile. So when I showed up and I asked for something with that address, with that P.O. box, you held it from me even though I asked if there was something there for it? Because it didn't have Joseph Sparks on it? I said, who does this? I was at that other P.O. box place and I don't have that problem at all. I tell them my number, they give me the they know me. I only have to say the name. I tell them the box number and give me what's in my box. If someone else sent something to my box, that's on them. But don't do me a disservice by holding a package that was delivered to my address on it and withhold that from me because you don't know if it's me or not. I'm paying for that box. Anything that goes to that box, I should get. Especially if I tell you Jody's Corner was on and the motherfucker didn't know. I said, you know what? Can I get my... This isn't working out. I already didn't want to come to this place. I wanted to help because now the product was too late. I went past the date to do the review. So now I'm effed up with the company. So it's like, freak it. Can I get my money back? We don't have any return policy. There's no refunds. I said, man, you freaking scammed me. You came to my car when I was leaving. I went with my best judgment. I said, nah, I don't like it. But you baited me in with saying, oh, it's a black business. And I'm seeing that this woman, she's like 45 years old, black lady. I said, freak it. I'm going to go on my way and get a P.O. box that's kind of out of the way. And I don't like the location. I don't like the parking lot small. And I don't like that the place is small and the lines were long. But I still said, I'll deal with it because she's black. Never again, bro. And she was tooting about how amazing she is and how well she does. We gonna get your pack. She's saying all this before. My first delivery, you effed it up. I'm good on y'all, bro. Black business is trash business, my nigga. Until I see otherwise, this is where I am. I have frequented and spent money and have experienced way too many black businesses and had bad experiences to think otherwise. Your situation might be different. My experience, I cannot have too many experiences like this without being and saying, it's niggas. That's what it is. It's our people. We do the least amount of work and want the most pay. We won't cut grass and mow lawns or work at McDonald's because it's beneath us. Because we come from royalty. That's beneath us. We let the Mexicans do it. And they get mad why they buy the houses. Because they work together and put their checks together and build wealth. And then complain that the white man keeping us down. That's why. When there's immigrants from Mexico coming to this country as an illegal, saving money and getting a house right under our noses, but it's someone else's fault. It's the white man's fault. I have hit my nigga wake up call years ago. And this 64-year-old woman who was a pro-black, black this, black that, she's a black business owner. And she hired a lot of black people. She stopped. She hired a lot of white people too. She has another video where white employees were more reliable. Why? Even Hispanic. She's 64 years old, just now finding out. I can't do this. And these are 40-year-old something women. I'm just keeping it a buck out here, bro. I'm just keeping it. When I hear black business, run. I'll run from it. Don't tell me you a black business owner. That sign in the window, black owned, that shit, run away like it's the motherfucking South and you going to the Northern Lights. Run away like you leaving Georgia to Philadelphia. That's what that means to me. I'm going to keep it a stack. Black business is trash business and black customer service is garbage. Going to soul food restaurant. Hey, bro, whenever I see a motherfucker, oh, god damn. But yeah, that's what's going on with this woman, and she's seeing what time it is. That's the context that she's giving you guys.
Martin's paid good when I was there 30 years ago. So I know it's not a low paying job. What is the problem with certain personalities of black women? What is the problem? Now, you know what? I'm not lying.
She's singling out black women here. Why is this black woman singling out black women? She didn't say black men, because we know, fellas, right? We have to hold each other accountable as a man. If you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, I could punch you in the mouth. You could punch me in the mouth. We gonna be fighting. What you say and what you do is called out in the moment. That's why men know what I say or what I do, there could be consequences for it. So we back off. We operate as if we have to be held accountable. Women, on the other hand, black women, they say whatever they want. They don't get the repercussions for it. And it's the lack of accountability is why she's singling out black women.
I'm not obnoxious. I'm not asking for special treatment. I don't understand what the problem is. Why are some African American women so damn angry at the whole friggin' world? There are certain personalities that should never work in customer service. Why do companies keep hiring people who should not work in customer service? And this is what I don't understand. Even my own sister, who would give me the shirt off her back, but that's because I'm family. You ask her a question and she just not in the mood, don't go by the answer she gives you, because she's only going to give you half the information because she don't feel like being bothered. There are certain personalities that should never work in customer service. One of the things I have noticed is that ghetto isn't any social economic group. Ghetto has degrees. And if you've ever went to a DMV or had to deal with the government, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just don't understand why people take jobs in customer service if they really don't want to be helpful, or if there are certain people they just take a dislike to and decide they just don't want to do their job. It makes no sense. And from now on, I'm going to start complaining, because obviously other people complained about these people. That's why they're not there. From now on, I will start complaining as well. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, hopefully you ain't complaining to the black business owner who's gonna call you crazy when you leave. And that's the reason why it's the business owner that causes that chaos. It's the black business owner that has to set the tone for the way, the standards and the procedures that his or her business will have. If the owner doesn't hire the manager and the manager doesn't deal with the employees, your culture at the workplace is trash. It's from the top down, bro. It's from the top down. She sees what time it is because I know. I'm out there. People see me. I'm in the streets, bro. I'm all over LA and out LA. I'm tired of it being us, bro. It's always, and it's over and over. Man, stereotypes come from truth. Stereotypes exist for a reason, guys. Those stereotypes come from something. And yeah, these were women in their 40s. I mean, I would do an entry-level job. I'll be a janitor. I'll be a McDonald's worker. Because my mentality is, I'll do this and I'll do it to the best of my ability. Because I want to be a supervisor. And I'm going to be the best supervisor because I want to be the manager. Then I want to be the GM. Then I'm going to be regional manager. I'll go get a job at McDonald's and I'll be GM within 3 years, bro. That's my goal. That's what I'm going to do. That's my mentality. Motherfuckers just take these jobs and they don't give a shit about them. They don't care if they're fired or not. So why would they care if they're nice to customers or if they do their job or not? They don't care, bro. They don't. Am I wrong? Call me out. Call me up. Got a couple of people up in here. Oh, I'm glad she's in here. She's pro-black to a freaking default. She toxic.
And is
Bo, Miss Toxic herself. Miss Pro-Black. Blacks do no wrong. It's the white man's fault for everything.
never said blacks don't do no wrong.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
cap.
I know.
But also, you got to take into account the human public is ass, and there's people are retarded amongst the regular people. So yeah,
Yeah.
customer service does suffer at the hands of people doing dumb shit
I'm
on a
saying
daily
black.
basis.
I'm saying black customer service is the worst.
I think it's like a 75-25 split.
Okay, then you with me then. 75. That's a lot. God damn. God damn, Bo.
Yeah. And right behind them is the Asians,
Probably,
especially if they're racist.
or the Indians.
Yes. But I feel like with black businesses, we pay, and they cost more.
Why?
We
Why
pay
are?
that
Why are
extra-
we? Yeah. Why are we? Why do we
pay
charge
that
each other
extra
more?
tax because black businesses, they suffer due to the bigger corporation, the little man. We're doing this. We hand making this. This is our black business. It's not that many of
That's
us, so we don't have
bullshit.
that much on the market.
That's a lie.
And then on top of that, we pay for the luxury of not being profiled when we go to these other businesses that do that shit to us. So you're like, you're safe here. You're one of us. This is the black tax. I call it the black tax.
Ah,
Me getting my nails done is a smooth $20 more when I go to a black nail tech versus the Vietnamese people.
why? It's Vietnamese for you in Texas, but it's definitely Korean everywhere else. Why would you go to a black nail salon when the Koreans doing better?
It depends on if that nail tech is talented, and I only really go just to support the cause. One of my best friends is a nail tech.
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
I rarely go to her.
That's what I'm talking about. We have this.
She's
we
not
ha-
a
and this-
bad. She's not a bad nail.
But
tech
you're
either.
getting inferior nails just because you want to support the cause.
I wouldn't say inferior. I would say she takes a little longer than them. I had a Vietnamese man with 3 fingers do my nails faster than her. I'm not lying.
Faster and probably better too. That's crazy. That's what they do. But you're willing to.
I'm like, oh no.
You're willing to. You're willing to pay more. And why does she even charge you more? Why do black people charge their own people more money?
I think they're trying to get the business. They don't have as much business flow.
They have
as
business
these
bold.
other places.
These soul food chains out here are doing good business, taxing the shit out of us for the food. $25 for a meat and 2 sides?
When it comes to like skin, hair, nails, I feel like you're in the that's why I say like good business. Those is where I find my good customer service when they're black owned. But when you go and try to get some food from a nail, or you try you try to get food done, or if you're trying to go to a black bank
Or bar,
or some type of
club,
ah
festival.
unnecessary taxes. You gotta pay damn near $40 before you get to the goddamn bar to park your car.
Now, for
That's
me,
insane.
that's not black empowerment. You're exploiting your own kind. We are the ones that need the discount. In fact, this is how it should be if you're going to be biased. You go to the black business, they give you a black discount. So you're giving them your money because you're choosing them over the white folk, and they reciprocate that by giving you a discount. But that's not how the transaction works. We're blind. We're taking superior service, sometimes a inferior service, and sometimes an inferior product, just to be treated poorly and get something less than because you're black. Because that don't work on me no more, bro. When are you gonna wake up and realize that You deserve what your dollar earned, what your dollar spends. You deserve the best for
The
your
only
dollar.
time that I without a shadow of a doubt, I definitely get my hair retwisted by an African lady. She has exceptional customer service. She take me on days where she's booked,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we've had a friendship based off of her. She's
Mind you,
the owner.
you're right. I'm not talking about Jamaicans and Africans because they're about their shit. My baby mama
Oh,
gets
well
her.
then
My
never
baby
mind
mama
then.
gets her shit done by a Haitian or African lady, and they're about their business and they do give good service. I'm talking about black people, black Americans.
Cause when it comes to me getting my vagina wax, I go to them Indians. They faster and they're cheaper, more efficient,
Yeah.
and they don't have all these extra random fees. I don't understand
So
it. Am I
how
paying
much
for
do
the
you mind? How much does it
ambiance?
cost to get your vagina waxed?
Well, if I'm going to a black person,
No, no,
it's
no, no.
about
How much would it
40,
cost the Indians? I'm asking you for the Indians. How much does the Indians charge you, and then how long will it take to get done?
55, $60 for a full body wax.
Okay.
Um, and it would take maybe a good 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes, 55 to 60 bucks, full body wax. How much would that same type of service at a black establishment cost, and how long would it take?
$90.
God damn.
It'll take it'll $90 and it would take about an hour and 20 minutes, and that's if she's on time and you still have to pay a deposit. And if you don't show up on time, they make you pay half of whatever they take it out your account.
God damn. Bold. What type of Hitler shit is that? What type of no soup for you shit is the arrogance,
No.
the gall? What type? This is what I'm talking about. Twice the time, 30% more because you're black, and then you're gonna take my money if I don't show up, and if I'm late, you're gonna tax me, but you can be late.
And do be late. And do be
Guys,
late coming in with some Chick-fil-A talking about, oh, I'm human.
we are the least professional, take our jobs least serious, have the most arrogance, and we charge the most, and we don't get. I'm tired of it. I'm in LA. You're in Texas. We're in different places, but we have same experiences. And I know there's some of y'all in the chat are from different states. We got somebody here from Georgia. I know somebody from Philly. All over this goddamn country, bro. It's not a region. This shit is. It is the culture, bro. And I don't know where materialism, greed. I don't this ego that we have, bro. But I know this. I'm not doing it no more. I am done, bro. Especially with that last experience with that black woman, bro. Freaking finesse me for $300 because I bought 6 months worth of PO box for her from her in advance, and now I don't even want to go back there no more. She took my motherfucking money and hustled me. Black owned means run. Trash owned, black owned. That's what it is, bro. I don't F with it. So I'm shocked, Bo, that you kept it 100 here because, you're a victim of the
Yeah,
same
but
shit.
also I work for the government as well, so I understand why the people that the DMV bitches at the DMV trash.
Yep.
You don't understand how many people they see a day and how many dumb motherfuckers there are.
Yeah.
I talk to at least 40 dumb people a day. Then I get to you that just want simple customer service. And I start off all my calls with decency. And thank you. My coworker over here right now at work right now. She's like, you start off with great customer service. Then they start saying dumb shit. Oh, I break down over the phone call. Over time.
And that happens to me sometimes when I call, I don't know, a customer service for a device, a gadget, or a phone or something. I could tell when I got a black chick on the line, and I always hit them with the nice shit. And then I could tell where they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. But I could tell that they've been worn down by the previous calls. You could kind of tell because
my white
their
woman
energy
before.
lifts up when when you stimulate them with kindness and shit. Because I get it, but 5-star, you're a Mexican from Texas. You're not too far from where Bold is at.
Correct.
What do you know? You ain't black, so what opinion can you possibly
So-
give on the black customer experience?
So I would say this, my experience, because again, everyone's gonna have their own experience, right?
Yeah.
My experience with any type of customer service, from someone who's black or not, has always been a 10 out of 10 customer service experience, bro. I've gotten the best experience, but usually, hold on. Usually, it's the older women, like probably like
What color are they?
40s, early 50s, black women.
Oh, black women. Oh, I'm going to put that back. Thought you were
So
going to say
usually
white
it's
people.
not, it's no. Usually it's like the older black women, like the younger ones. It depends where you go to. Like if you're in the hood and shit, you may get a diamond in the rough. For the most part, bro. Like
So you're saying
older
you're
black
getting great customer service 10 out of 10 from older black women in retail?
Yes. Like amazing. I'll be like, hey, I need this, that, and they'll be like, yeah, honey, I got you. Da, da, da. They'll go and make sure I get whatever I need.
So you never. So
Yes.
what we're saying is not real to you. Doesn't
But
exist for you.
From my experience, though, it seems like I don't know. Like you said, maybe the culture, right? It feels like black businesses are like hating black customers. Again, from my experience, they treat every other group of people with 10 out of 10 customer service. But the moment a black person comes in, hey, that's out the window. It's like night and day. It's like, whoa, because I've seen that too.
I have too.
My experience.
You know what? You might be onto something, 5-star, because maybe because you're Mexican and she don't see you as like an op, or that inner hate doesn't trigger something. Because I'm telling
Could
you,
be, because I've
black
seen
people
that.
are really nice to white people, and as soon as a n- come around, they go right back to being trash. Have you
Yeah, so
noticed
I
that?
don't know. I've noticed like that so many times. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So what is
in
what
my
is it about
experience-
black people being mean to other black people? What being ratchet and ghetto and is it, what is that?
I guess it's having that mentality. I guess that other people tend to have towards oh, they're from the hood, they ain't shit. It's stereotyping each other for some reason, which I don't understand why. Because I mean, if you have a business, then clearly, hey, you see that not all people are the same. I would think you would think highly of each other.
You're right though, 5-star.
Yeah.
5-star would know Meekins because he's not black,
Yeah.
and he just gave me a story of he's the old black ladies are the sweetest things to me. They're 10 out of 10. Black people, they're not like that with black men most of the time. They're not like that, bro. I've seen a lot of I've seen women get ratchet, and then when a white man, oh hey, how you doing? Yeah, they get more attentive, and it's like a master slave shit all over again. Like it's like they see the white person as above them, so they like get in line a little bit. It's weird. But I guess when they see another black, like you on my level, we both niggas, so I ain't got to be nice to you. Does that make sense?
Because not only that, but I feel like even within like the Hispanic community, we tend to do that too. We'll be like, oh, we're on the same level with each other, kind of like shit, depending on where you go too. But when it's like black person or a fucking white person, it's a whole tone shit. We'll be all proper, like how they be saying, oh, you got that white voice. We be doing that shit too. So I guess it's that mentality, like, oh, you're like me, I don't gotta treat you nice.
Jeez.
We're on the same level, you're not above me.
too with the black people too. Sometimes, just like the Asians.
But it's weird. I mean, I don't get why that mentality is there with people.
So you walking around getting good black service because you ain't black. So how was it? How was it when you get with the Mexicans?
For the most part, man, I ain't gonna lie. It'd be like the same experience you guys be sharing. It's very rare when I get a 10 out of 10 service with Mexican. It's rare.
That's crazy because that's not the same for me. I mean, the Mexicans do their job more enthusiastically, and they do their job better than blacks do.
They work hard, yeah, but like as
the random Target Mexican worker does way more than the random black Target Mexican Target worker.
I've had, bro. Like if I go to the store, like you know how you said like, oh, you'll go find someone who's not black. I'll go find someone who is not Mexican, bro. Like at the store. Like,
what? That's
like,
crazy. I don't know about you, 5-star. I don't know about you sometime, bro. You be lying, bro.
Bro, I'm being that ass right now. Like,
man, that's a
never
tough
had
one,
that
man.
service.
Type a 1 in the chat if you believe 5-star. Type a 2 in the chat if you think he's full of shit. I don't know, man.
Like, it's something with both communities, bro, to where we have that same mindset for some reason.
I've been getting good customer service from older Mexican people.
Me too.
I hear that a lot from black folks, bro. That they be like, great.
Oh, look at all that. Look at that 5-star.
It's
They all
rare,
think you're
bro.
full of shit.
Nah, man. One of these days, look. If when I go out, man, I'm gonna record my experience. I'm gonna do that shit.
Yeah, that would be
I'ma send
actually
it to
great.
you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yes. That'd be actually great.
Bro, I'm telling you, that should be 10 out
But
of
you
10
got to record
service,
it when
bro.
you first walk in. Don't do a recording after you're already there. Show the whole thing when you walk in and don't edit it.
Bad. Like if I go to Target one of these days, I'm gonna do it.
Well, I could say, let me see.
I'll
Exclusive
do
says,
both shit. I'll find a Mexican dude and I'll find a black lady if I can.
I'm
I'll show you
excluding, I'm
night and
assuming
day.
childhood trauma. I grew up in Harlem where all we did every day was make fun of each other in school, then go home to get hated on by our own kin. Trixie says people mimic what they think their customers respond to.
Yeah.
Code switching is a thing. What the freak is that? I don't know what code switching is, Keon. I don't know what that is.
I'm not mistaken, cause that would be like you act differently with different like.
I mean, I'm
So, like, with white people, you
I'm
act
guilty
different
of
way, like,
doing
if you have to
something
certain-
like that too, but it's not because I think I tend to be more proper around white folk and I'm more slacking around black folk. Like, what's
Cause
up,
I ain't
bro?
gonna lie to you, Jody. Like when I be at work and shit, and I see a Mexican person come in, I already know how they're gonna be. But I see any other type of person and shit, and I'm like, I already know how to handle it.
That's so weird, bro. That is so weird.
I'm part of the problem, I guess you can say.
I don't know, but they think you lying, 5-star. They don't believe you, bro.
I mean,
I think you cap it too.
I can see why, because I mean, you know, from experience,
Yeah.
you're, personal experience, you're not gonna believe it. But I'm pretty sure you have to ask.
I'm not at the point where I'm gonna say, guys, stop supporting black businesses, because I don't feel right doing that. But I'm gonna tell you that I don't do it. I don't support them
a lot of, like,
because they
entitlement,
earned
I
it.
guess, or that sense of like, oh,
You guys are different. It's not racism with you guys. You guys have color issues. You guys versus light versus dark. That's what y'all shit
colorism
is.
is
You have
colorism.
colorism. Yeah. But you guys don't hate each other because you can't be, you're not hating each other because you guys are both Mexican, right?
It's not necessarily because we're both. It's more of like,
And then
Like,
here's the
some
thing,
people
Vice
have to,
Star,
like-
you a fake anyway. You got black culture all up in you. You that's probably why, bro, because you ain't even really got Mexican culture like that, bro. You think you black, you say nigga. Yeah, you a vulture.
so
Yeah, I told him he stopped being Mexican when he turned 12.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's
nah,
the
man,
case.
for us, like you said, it is colorism, but at the same time, it's more like depending on where you from, you tend to be like, oh, you from the south part of man, you ghetto ratchet, whatever. So it's not really colorism, it's more like, I guess, class and all that. It's a whole mess, bro. That's why I used to be like,
Man, it's something, bro. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys for calling in and letting me know. Hey, Bolt, 100 for keeping it 100. 100. That's what's up.